Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Kemal AA and this is another Chelsea transfer video for you guys, where I'll keep you guys up to date with all the latest news running Chelsea in the past 24 hours. Four main topics, four main stories to talk about. Tomori potentially going out loan, looking at the article written by The Athletic and Matt Law, looking at Callum Hudson-Odoi and how tomorrow could be pivotal to prove to Frank Lampard why he could be a key asset for next season, how Frank Lampard can really be proven wrong regarding Callum Hudson-Odoi, and it could be his time to shine at the Allianz Arena. We also speak about the big story regarding Jorginho and Declan Rice, how Jorginho's sale to Juventus could be funded to sign Declan Rice, which Frank Lampard admires. Going to be getting into all the stories, all the latest reports. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with Matt Law's article. Matt Law's article around the biggest story of this video, and that is Declan Rice and Jorginho. And essentially summarising the article, Matt Law stated that Jorginho's agent João Santos has left the door open for the midfielder to join Juventus this summer in a move that could help fund a bid for Declan Rice. Now, we know that Jorginho in the past few weeks, ever since Project Restart, has been surplus to requirements. He's been shifted out the first team and obviously started to make his way back into the team, but that was due to circumstances. Kante was injured, he wasn't able to play, and obviously as a result Jorginho had to slowly come back into the first team. But he hasn't been the best this season. You know, he had a fantastic start of the season on the Lampard, but he's not in Frank Lampard's long-term plans. Yes, he's vice captain, but there is a lot of question marks and doubts regarding Jorginho's plans under Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard wants to use a formation, play a game where you have two attacking eights. Hence why we are signing Kai Havertz to play alongside Mason Mount or Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and you want that athletic DM in that number 6 position, is able to move around quickly, recover the ball, move the ball, and progress really well. And Jorginho does have strong attributes that, you know, suit hell well for the number 6 position, but his athleticism and of course longevity is a main problem. You know, he's not athletic enough, he can't get around the pitch enough, he does get caught out, he sometimes presses too high, leaving those massive gaps in between the lines, between the defensive line and the midfield line, meaning that we are so weak in the transition and at least the counter-attacks and goals, and we can see too many goals in transition. I think that if you have an athletic DM like a Declan Rice, like an N'Golo Kante, then that would really show up the defence, it would screen the back four, we would concede less goals. And you need someone in that DM position at number 6 is able to progress balls, which Jorginho is a strong player at doing. That's one of his strongest attributes and assets. But an N'Golo Kante isn't the best at progressing the ball, hence why I think Declan Rice has a mixture of both. He's athletic enough, but he's got the physical prowess, he's got the elegance to move the ball, really nice shift of play, really nice passing, diagonal balls, great at breaking the lines of his passing, and like I said, he's really got the athleticism as well, so he's able to cover the back four. And I think Declan Rice would be a really good player to sign. Like I said, there is question marks regarding price, hence why, as Matt Law's reported, Jorginho's sale is going to fund the Declan Rice move, which Frank Lampard admires a lot. Now, essentially, Frank Lampard, as we know, is very, very interested in signing Declan Rice. So is the Chelsea hierarchy and the boardroom staff. Rice is also thought to be very keen on a move back to Stamford Bridge. He's already had a phone call with Frank Lampard. He's already been convinced and persuaded, and he would easily sign for Chelsea. His personal terms would never be a problem with this deal. It's just agreeing a fee with essentially West Ham to sign Declan Rice in that sense. And, you know, moving on currently, Chelsea would listen to offers for Jorginho, and Lampard would like to use that potential fee for Declan Rice as Jorginho's agent opens the door for a Juventus move. Now, we know that Juventus is really interested in Jorginho because of Mauricio Sarri as a coach. It will make understanding the technique of Sarri a lot easier when you have that regista in that position, Jorginho, and Jorginho is the master of doing so. You know, with his short range passing, his passing in general, his controlling of the game, dictating of the game, I rate him very highly, but he's perfect for that Sarri system. The only problem is the price. You know, Juventus, they've just done a swap deal with Barcelona for Pjanic and Arta coming into Juventus, and because of COVID-19, the global pandemic, you know, a lot of clubs are financially hurt. So as a result, it's going to be difficult for them to cough up the money that Chelsea want as a valuation of around 45 to 50 million pounds. Hence why what has been proposed is a 3-year loan deal with an obligation to buy, which would suit all parties because Chelsea would recoup pretty much all of what we spent on Jorginho. Juventus, it would suit Juventus because they don't have to pay the fee this current summer in this pandemic. They'd pay in 3 years' time when obviously financially clubs will be in a much more better situation. And of course, it makes Sarri happy because he has Jorginho, his main register, to be able to, you know, flow with Sarri, but able to play the attacking football in, you know, more fluid way. and it suits all parties. Jorginho returns back to Italy, to his home country, and he plays for the biggest club in Italy. So everyone's happy in a sense. It suits all parties, and it frees up wages for Chelsea to be able to go and sign Declan Rice, which makes a lot of sense. I don't see how Juventus can cough up the money now. And there is a possibility Jorginho could stay this summer. If Juventus don't cough up the money, if a deal cannot materialise or be struck, or a deal can't be structured, I do believe Jorginho will stay. So it really depends. Declan Rice depends on, will Jorginho leave this summer. If Jorginho leaves this summer, then I definitely can see Declan Rice signing for Chelsea. Now, moving on to the centre-back situation. Now, again, written by Matt Law and The Athletic, there was a massive article on Fikayo Tomori. Now, we know Chelsea and Frank Lampard are interested in signing a centre-back, Declan Rice being first choice, of course. But this one does regard Fikayo Tomori. Now, Fikayo Tomori could push for a loan move this summer due to a lack of games. Rennes, the French club, are amongst a number of clubs interested. We know Fikayo Tomori has not had the sufficient game time, especially in the latter part of the season, the second half of the season, after having a really bright start at Chelsea. He's been pushed back in the pecking order. Likes of Christensen, Zuma, Rudiger have all been ahead of him in the pecking order because of experience and quality. And I think it's best if Fikayo Tomori does get a loan. Now, some fans and some people suggesting we just sell him outright. I believe there is potential in Tomori, and I think that a loan move would be more suited. I wouldn't be against the idea of selling him outright, but inserting a buyback clause, or potentially first choice removal if we don't want to sign him. But we insert some sort of clause where there's a buyback or something. I wouldn't be against that. I would prefer a loan, maybe a 2-year loan with Rennes with doing good. Get that experience, experience abroad, and develop his game further and get that first team football, because I think Chelsea, he's not going to get that sufficient game time to develop, especially if we bring the likes of Declan Rice or any other centre backs that we do bring in. So I think this is a positive move. We do need to see Fikayo Tomori go out on loan. But let's see what happens. Let's generally see what happens. But like I said, written by The Athletic, quite reliable by Simon Johnson. It looks like this summer Fikayo Tomori will be going on loan to Rennes. Now, regarding centre-back targets, again, as you read further into the article, the 4 main centre-back targets are Declan Rice being first choice. The names such as Lewis Dunk are in there, Jose Jimenez from Atletico Madrid, and James Tarkowski from Burnley as well. So many centre-back targets. I'll be delving more into those centre-back targets in another transfer video. I'll be delving into and analysing each centre-back. So you're going to be seeing a massive centre-back transfer daily video for you guys, where I break down every centre-back and what is best for Chelsea. So stay tuned for that. But Declan Rice is the first choice. That has been confirmed by Matt Law and all the reliable journalists. Now, getting into the final story, I want to speak about Callum Hudson-Odoi. And tomorrow, we do take on Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena, where we are 3-0 down from the first leg, where we have to have an absolute miracle to overturn it. And in the article, Matt Law stating that Callum Hudson-Odoi must use the Bayern game to prove his worth to Frank Lampard and Chelsea. Callum Hudson-Odoi will finally step inside the Allianz Arena tomorrow night. Of course, Bayern Munich wants to sign him for £35 million just, about 18 months ago. So about 2 years ago, a year ago, Bayern Munich wanted to sign him, and obviously Callum Hudson-Odoi signed that lucrative contract, that 5-year contract, which kept him at Stamford Bridge. But he hasn't set the world alight, with injuries, him having COVID-19, the rape allegation against him, and luckily he was proven innocent. And he's got a big season ahead of him next year. I think next year is Callum Hudson-Odoi's big break. I think that's his big season. But I think tomorrow night could be Callum Hudson-Odoi's night. I think he's going to have a terrific game. It's perfect time to shine. Would he not play him? Because, of course, speculation with Arsenal. Pulisic has been injured, as we know. Pedro is going off to Roma. He's our only available winger. So it's perfect opportunity for Callum Hudson-Odoi to shine and prove to Bayern Munich what they have missed on by not signing him. And I think, on a big stage, on a big Champions League night, I think this could be Callum Hudson-Odoi's time to really prove to Frank Lampard heading into next season, ending the season on a positive for Callum Hudson-Odoi, so he can move into next season on a fresh start, on a fresh ability, and really prove and push into that first team and make that, that wing, that right wing position his own, his left wing position, and be that star boy that we all know he has the potential to become. I think, like I said, he has a very, very high ceiling. He has world class potential, and I think off the pitch issues has hindered him. But I think, like I said, next season, it's his season. I think it's going to be a big break for him. I'm really looking forward to see what Callum Hudson-Odoi can produce on the pitch next season. But I'm going to be wrapping up this Chelsea transfer video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And I will see you guys for my next video. Peace.